start to finish, bro. Don't overthink anything, bro. We're living in the moment. We put in too much work, bro. Have fun today. Let's go. Bring it up, baby. Let's go. Daddy on me. Daddy on me.
Yo, what is good? What is good? What is good? How is everybody doing? How is everybody feeling, man? Hope everybody is doing well. Happy Friday, you guys. I still got one more day to my work week, but it is the weekend for you guys now. Hopefully it's the weekend, unless you guys working a late shift, whatnot. But listen, we're here to talk some Raider football. I know I was not here yesterday. I apologize, but it wasn't for nothing. It wasn't for nothing. For those of you guys who've been asking, why haven't I set up memberships and stuff like that for the channel? Well, it is finally here for the channel. You can now become a member of the channel if you would like. We got certain emojis. You got the Al Davis emoji that you can use if you want to become a member. A John Madden emoji. You even got a bro. Bunch of stuff. Bunch of little emojis and perks that you can get if you want to become a member. Never ever have to. You don't have to. So don't if you don't want to. But for those of you guys who want to, you can now become a member. But let's get straight into everybody who's already in the building. Shout out to Van City in the building. Forever, Chocolate City Outlaw. What up, Big Kenny in the house? Wait. Is this wait, which Kenny is this? Kenneth Bryant? Is this my brother Kenneth Bryant? Shout out to Anthony. What's good with you, my brother? Who else we got up in here? Oh, shit. We got hell of you guys. Todd, Omar, Ben Bad, Antoine, LV, the GOAT. Halo was popping. Hey, Andy was good. SVT, Yoshi, Bobby was popping. Who else? My brother Herman, Bobby. Who else we got? Tatus Hibashi Oni? I don't know how you say that. I'm gonna be honest. Who else? Greetings, Andy, and salute to Raider Nation. There you go, Kyle. Shout out to my brother Kyle. Can I get a shout out? I tried, my brother. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, facts. Linnell. Who else we got? We got Ghost, East Bay Raider, Carlos Lopez, Dylan, KT, Sean. What's good with everybody already pulled up and in the building? Low, good try. I'm sorry, brother. I am sorry. But like I was saying, Carlos says was gravy. I just woke up from a nap, to be honest. There you go. Hey, well rested. That's how it got to be. Was popping. Hey, realist Raider. Was popping is that we are now here after I was not on yesterday. But like I was saying earlier, it wasn't for no reason. The memberships is now up. If you want to become a member, you can. But it wasn't for no reason. I don't want you guys to think that it wasn't for no reason that you that you guys didn't get anything from me yesterday, right? I set up the membership, made some emojis. Just so you know, very, very soon, if you do want to become a member, there's gonna be Max Crosby emojis, Hunter Renfro, Derek Carr, Darren Waller, Devontae Adams, as well as a Josh Jacobs one. So stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. There's going to be all of those. Of course, you could use the logo and all that kind of stuff. So that's just extra stuff. You never, ever got to pay to watch this channel at all. I don't want you guys to. But, if you want to, you can. Shout out to everybody. Raider Smoke was good. Andy was good with you, my brother. Van City. Who else? We got Zachariah Benitez was popping. What's up with Sue? Listen, bro, I thought we were going to start cashing out, guys. Carlos, but it's looking like most likely they just kind of want to settle in with the guys that they have right now. As you guys know, for those of you guys, I know a lot of you guys already watched the little clip that I put up. It's like a 3 minute clip of all, basically it looked like the whole roster was at Top Golf. It was interesting to see all these guys out there. So look, I am happy to have our guys all together, making each other gel. It's amazing. I am absolutely very, very happy to see that. But I'm not too sure how it's going to go down in terms of cashing people out, man. Maybe they want to cash out their own guys like Hunter and Waller, but who knows? Who knows, man? I really, really thought that we were going to get active with the money situation, but it is what it is. It is what it is. That clip was dope. Not gonna lie. Shout out to Teamer for making it happen. Facts, facts. SVT. Ben Bad. I do believe that this is the link right here. Should be at the top of the little what you call it, the comment section. It should be like a pinned one. I'm not too sure, but that's the one if you want to become a member, if you want to. Ben Bad. Andy Famo, what's up? What's good? Derek, what's popping? Suit to the Saints, you watch. I was seeing that. I was seeing I think it was Bleacher Report that had posted that the Las Vegas Raiders, Kevin King was the best destination for him to land, right? The best landing destination was the Las Vegas Raiders and Kevin King. And then I saw Ndamukong Suh to the Saints. So I really, man, I really hope that doesn't happen. You guys know I would absolutely love to bolster up the cornerback depth as well. But at the same time, though, I'd really, really, really like to help our defensive backs on the back end with a good pass rush, right? A pass rush always helps. So it is what it is. Watch Silver and Black. Hondo talks about the team. Bet. There you go, Ben Bad. Thank you. Ndamukong Suh is a need, not a want. Let's fucking go, Ziegler. Come on, Zeke. Come on, man. Come on, Ziegler. I'm going to be pissed if we don't sign Sue. Oh, my God. That'll be a tough one. Any word on Cap? BG, not that I've noticed. No, not that I've heard from, apart from that the workout went well and all that kind of stuff. After that, I think it was reported not too far after that there was no deal on the table. So no word on the Kaepernick situation, BG. What's up, Andy? Let's tear up the AFC West. Facts. And honestly, this is what I have to say in terms of the AFC West, right? Because I see a lot of people dropping rankings. I saw ESPN drop a horrendous offseason ranking. I think it had the Las Vegas Raiders at like 28th or something like that. But look, in terms of the AFC West, where we rank right now, it's pretty simple, man. In all honesty, it is. In all honesty, it is. So what I think is going down in terms of where the whole division will land, I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna stick to it. The Las Vegas Raiders is second. The Chargers is first. The Chiefs is third, and the Broncos is last. That's how it's gonna work. That's how it's gonna work. No link in my chat on my iPhone, just the one for your channel shows. Huh. Well, I think if you're on like a computer and then I don't know what you're on, or you just say your phone, but I think if you do go on a computer or something like that, it'll say join once you go to the channel or something like that. But I'll get that figured out, Ben Bad. No worries. I don't, like I was saying, man, nobody even got to become a member or none of that. It's just an extra perk if you want them emojis and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see. Score prediction week one. Week one, we face the Chargers, I believe. Score prediction, I'm going to say 24-17, the Las Vegas Raiders edge out a victory. 24-17. We win by a touchdown. We win by a touchdown. Our defense is a 6 out of 10. Ziegler needs to fix it. Either that or bring in Darrell Williams and OBJ and hope to God we can beat everyone in a shootout. Honestly, Fan City, I don't think that we'll be in a shootout, right? When you have a defensive coordinator that was able to stop a high-powered offense, like the app blocks it, go to YouTube website. Oh, for real? I think you're talking about the membership. Shout out to Greg. But yeah, honestly, I don't think that this team is going to be in a lot of shootouts, even with the defense that we have already. And the reason is because you have such a high-powered offense. When you have such a high-powered offense, it's already going to put teams in the back burner, right? When you're up a score or two scores, it's going to make the opponent team's quarterback have to throw their team back into the game, have to rush passes, have to try and get that big play. Because if you don't get that big play and you don't get that quick strike and you don't get that quick score, guess what? Las Vegas Raiders offense, Derek Carr, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake. These guys are just going to go right back on the field and then go score again, right? So in my opinion, when you think about this team, I don't think that we're going to be in many shootouts. I really only see us having maybe two shootouts this year. I only think we have two, and I think one of them is against the Rams, and I think that's what, week 15 or something like that, week 14. And then the other one that I think we have a shootout in is against the Chiefs. The second game against the Chiefs. But I don't see this team in many shootouts, even with the defense that we already have. I'm gonna be honest. Van City. Let's see. Do you have any worries about the season? Just gut feelings. My only worry right now is how raw the interior defensive line is, right? Because when you look at our roster right now, Jonathan Hankins, we don't know where he's at health wise, and Matthew Butler and Neil Farrell are both very, very young, right? They're young. This is their rookie year. They're very raw. They're very green. So we don't know where they stand in terms of NFL gameplay, right? So I think that if there's any spot that worries me, it's the interior of the defensive line. And the reason being is because when you're facing teams in this division, or not in this division, but in this conference, right? Let's say that you make it you make it into the playoffs. You may have to face teams like the Browns, right? You know that we are already facing a powerhouse running team like the Titans. You know that we're already facing teams like the Colts. And I think that those conference games are going to be very important to where this team goes in the playoffs, right? So I think that interior is going to be attacked quite a bit against those heavy run teams or run heavy teams. But really, I don't really have any worries. Honestly, I feel like if there's one place that I feel like the Las Vegas Raiders could try and improve in with a veteran would be that, right? You guys heard me say two names. It was Akeem Hicks or it was Ndamukong Suh, right? If I wanted to bring in one of those guys, it would have been out of those two. Obviously, Akeem Hicks a few days ago signed up to a $10 million deal with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, leaving with my last option, Ndamukong Suh, out there. And if Ndamukong Suh is your last option, I really think that you need to try and do whatever you can to go out and sign the man. Andy, what do you think Divine Diablo has earned? Wait, what's good, Andy? Do you think Divine Diablo has earned a starting spot over a guy like Jayon Brown based off his play from last year? Based off his play from last year, no. But from his tape from last year, it showed that he could be a sideline to sideline linebacker. It shows that he has the major potential with a good offseason to become that starting linebacker. So, in my opinion, when I look at a guy like Jayon Brown, I see a guy who is elite in man coverage against tight ends and running backs. In my opinion, that's not a middle linebacker. That's a weak side linebacker. Your weak side linebackers are most often the best coverage linebackers on the roster, right? So when I'm looking at it, when the Raiders are in their base 3-4, I think that the Las Vegas Raiders should have your will be Jayon Brown and your two inside linebackers be Denzel Perryman and Divine Diablo. Now, when we're in our 4-2-5 in our nickel defenses, I really wouldn't be surprised if a guy like Jayon Brown ended up starting over Divine Diablo simply because of how many more snaps, how much more he's played in the NFL, right? And as of right now, what we're looking at is a year 2 player versus a guy who's already earned himself a second contract. So I think that Jayon Brown, he's a starter. He's been a starter in the NFL for the last 3 years. And Divine Diablo became a starter, I think, in week 7 with a Corey Littleton injury. So I honestly think that when it's all said and done, after the training camp is over, come week 1, I think that Divine Diablo will start. But do I think that as of right now, he's earned himself a spot over a guy like Jayon, who's been in the league for what, five years now? I'm not too sure. I like them both. I think that Divine Diablo would be great. I think if you look at last year, when I was doing this, for those of you guys who were here last year, I literally said it and I called it out. I said that by the second half of the season, Divine Diablo will be a starter. I literally said that. Last year. So I'll be very, very intrigued to see what we do going forward with him. Shout out to my guy Boostin. He says, "Are you going to do a film breakdown when the Giants played the Chargers last year, like you did with the Chiefs?" I could. I could do that as well to see how he lined up against guys like Keenan Allen and certain things like that. I could definitely try and look into that. Andre James got better later on, but is he safe? No, he's not safe. He's not safe. When you draft a guy who performed very well and at a high level in the Senior Bowl at his position with your first pick in the draft, he's not safe. No, especially when you look at what the Las Vegas Raiders front office did with Andre James when they first got here. When they first got here, Andre James immediately Andre James took a pay cut. He took a $2.1 million pay cut, and the Las Vegas Raiders saved $2 million. So Andre James right now is only playing on a $2 million contract after getting a $4 million a year deal for 3 seasons. So would I say he's safe? No, but what I'm also not saying is that he's under fire. I think that he's a guy that they brought in competition to make him better. That's what I think is happening. Shout out to my guy, Mega. Come on, man, Mega T. I just don't see us taking the division under Davis Jr. He's inconsistent, needs sound leadership to succeed. Davis Jr. I just don't see us taking a division under Davis Jr. Like Mark Davis. Wait, Davis Jr. making moves. Davis Jr. like Mark Davis. I think we could for sure. Yeah. No, I think we could for sure take the division. I think that you could definitely win the division this year, right? But there's just certain things that need to be done. There's just certain things that need to be done for sure. We got 2 good offensive linemen. That's as of right now. That's as of right now, right? I mean, if you went into last season and you look at the Patriots, if you looked at last season and you looked at the Patriots, right? They didn't have a bunch of superstars, right? They didn't have a bunch of superstars, but they had Shaq Mason, and then they had what's his name? What was their center? Thuney. They had them, and then they brought in our guy. They brought in our guy Trent Brown. They traded for him, so they didn't have a bunch of superstars, but then they ended up getting a bunch of freaking. I think their worst offensive lineman was like a 70 overall PFF grade. So you don't need a bunch of solidified guys going into the season, but guys will perform. And shout out to Kyle Holt, the first member of the channel. Shout out to our brother Kyle for becoming a member. It is greatly appreciated. Hey man, Kyle, check out the new emojis, right? Check out the new emojis. And like I said, very soon there will be Max Crosby emojis, Hunter Renfro, Darren Waller, Devontae Adams. So check those out, man. We will get those down and dusted. But as of right now, I think it's Al Davis, John Madden, as the top 2 emojis right now. But shout out to Kyle for becoming a member, man. And also another thing, we're gonna be upgrading a lot of more stuff very soon, to the point where when you guys super chat and when you guys become a member, there'll be a sound notification that you guys could hear. So we doing a lot of shit, man. We're doing a lot of shit. Shout out to Kyle again. Mark doing GOAT things. Just look at where the organization is at right now. Facts. That is a fact, Omar. That is a straight up fact, man. At the end of the day, man, with this all being said, like if our offseason ended right now and the Las Vegas Raiders had to go play the Chargers right now, right? I honestly don't think that we would have been in the same place with John Gruden and Mike Mayock. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't think that Mike Mayock would have had the pull to trade. I don't think he would have had the pull to trade for Devontae Adams, right? I don't think he would have had that. But I just think that John Gruden was holding too much stuff. He was holding too much power. And I just don't think that we would have been here, right? And obviously, the way that John Gruden went out wasn't the best or whatever. But I think that with Mark Davis bringing in an entire new coaching staff, it is very that's a big move. I think the biggest move of the offseason is the new coaching staff. I'm going to be honest. Where's the link to become a member? I think if you go on the channel and then you scroll past the community tab on the channel, it should say members, and I think you could join there. Or if you're on a laptop, all you gotta do is search up the channel and it should say join next to the subscribe button. So I think that's how you do it, GA, but I will have a link for you guys very, very soon. My brother Anthony says, stop flirting with Sue, give Waller a raise, extend Renfro, and go get Daryl Williams. Hey, man, Anthony, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. If that's what happened, I would be all for it, right? If we continued to sign our homegrown talent to bigger contracts, and then you bring in a guy like Daryl Williams, for one, that would be a fuck ton of money on the offense. But two, I would be all for it. I would be absolutely all for doing that. Absolutely. I would love it. I would love it. But Sue, Ndamukong Sue, come on, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I just want to see that man in the silver and black. On your cell phone next to the sub button, it says join in blue letters. There you go, SVT. Thank you. That's for those that want to become members. Shout out to SVT. Thank you. Offensive line coach, players are going to need to play different positions. That's something that I wanted to touch up on, and thank you, Snoops, for bringing that up, because look, there was very, very there was a lot of good things said in that press conference, right? But one thing that I really, really liked from our coach Carmen Brasillo is when he said that when it comes game day, whether you can only take 7 players or if you can only take 8, right? At the end of the day, 5 people are starting, but in the NFL, you're going to play many more than 5 players on the offensive line throughout the course of the season, right? So what I love that he says, look, number one, if you're going to be on this offensive line, you're going to have to play multiple positions. Number two, if you're only going to play one, you better be in the top category at your position. And that's a fact. I think the only person in this offensive line group that can only play one position is Colt Miller. Everybody else, if you look at it, everybody else is playing multiple positions. John Simpson can play left guard or right guard. Andre James can play center. In the past, I think last preseason he was at guard for a player or two. And then when you look at Parham, he could play center, left guard, right guard. When you look at Jermaine Illuminor, he could play both guard positions and right tackle. You look at Denzel Good, he could play both guard positions and right tackle. You look at Alex Leatherwood, he could play right tackle, right guard. You look at Brandon Parker, he's the swing tackle. He could play both tackle positions. Maybe not at a high level, but he can do them both, right? So very, very, very well said by Coach Carmen Brasillo. And I'm going to be honest, when I was hearing him talk, I was getting hyped. I was like, damn, dog, I wish I had this dude as my O-line coach, bro. I was ready to fucking smack somebody talking to him. But, listening to him. But something that was interesting that he said, and I really don't know how I feel about it. I really don't know how it feels like it. Feel about it. It was this, right? It was this. When it comes to what Coach Carmen Brasillo said, he said that now with this new scheme, we're even trying to tweak what people have been doing for many years in terms of technique. Now, I'm not really sure how I feel about that, right? Because although everybody has work to do, when it comes to Colt Miller, right, I'm not sure if we want to be tweaking his technique that's gotten him a $14 million extension, right? So I'm not sure if we want to tweak that. But at the same time, we don't know what exactly he wants to tweak in the technique of these players, right? If we're saying that he wants to tweak where his hips sit, pause, or if he's saying where he wants to tweak is how far his left leg is angled outwards. Obviously, he's an offensive tackle, so it needs to be angled at a certain degree, right? So if it's certain stuff like that, that's fine. But if you want to switch up things in his pass set or things in his kick step, I'm not really sure if I want to move too much stuff around. But of course, Coach Carmen Brasillo's NFL offensive line coach, and I'm not. But I still have my opinions and stuff like that. Let's see. Colton and Denzel Good are our only proven guys. I could agree with that. I could definitely agree with that. But Anthony, at the same time, Denzel Good, isn't proven after the injury, right? So when it comes to this, I don't think Denzel Good has practiced this whole offseason. I think that Denzel Good has I think that Denzel Good has been on the sidelines with trainers, but at the same time, I'm not too sure how much he's practiced, but it is looking like he's been trending to full health after the injury, which is a blessing. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. But yeah, it is what it is. Should have kept Edwards. Trent, I'm really not sure if we should have, right? I really don't know. I don't think that was a bad move. Do I think that trading Edwards do I feel like we could have maybe gotten a player in return, like a rotational linebacker or a rotational defensive lineman? I would have preferred that, Trent, but I'm not sure if it was a bad move or if we should have kept Edwards. When you look at it, Edwards had over 170 more offensive snaps than Hunter Renfro, and he had about 600 yards less than Hunter Renfro. Brian Edwards had the most receiver snaps on the team. On the team, more than Zay Jones, more than Renfro, more than all of these guys. And he had about 500 to with Renfro like 500, almost 600 yards less. Zay Jones had I think like 27 yards less. He had over 860 snaps. I definitely feel like trading Brian Edwards, maybe in my opinion, I feel like we could have gotten a rotational player or a player that also has the upside of Edwards, but also hasn't maybe proven it. I'm not too sure who that would have been to the Falcons, but in my opinion, I don't think it was a bad move. I don't think it was a bad move. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest. Let's see. I'm in Sonic drive-through for 20 minutes, bro. At least I got you on right now. Appreciate you, my brother. You know what's crazy is that I only ever had that once. I only ever had that place once. And that shit was super mid, bro. I don't know if I went to a bad one. So I'm not gonna judge it like crazy because I'm sure there's a lot of people that love it, but it was super mid. But I will tell you this: that they had like some Jolly Rancher slushy. That shit was hidden, bro. Oh, his buns? Damn, Omar Joey. Joey, you got cheeks? Oh man. LB says hit them likes. Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm just Uber. Okay. There you go. Where the F is Sonic? I don't know, Full Metals. OC says Edwards could not separate. Let's see. Edwards could not separate. Doing it here, there's not enough good trade. I agree. Um, Good show, bro. I'm glad y'all got Adams out of our division. Is that Vikings colors? Is that Vikings colors? What other team would that be? What other team would that be? I think that's Vikings colors. Is the Vikings in the Packers division? Bro, I don't even know the fuck the Packers division, but either way, thank you. Thank you. Either way, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad we took him. I'm glad we took him because if you look at it, the Packers, what? They drafted who did the Packers draft? Who the fuck did the Packers draft with our pick? Oh, was it Nakobe Dean? Was it Nakobe Dean? Like, come on, man. Sonic in California. Oh, okay. Purple Pocket gotta be very much so. Vikes fan. M85, you a Vikings fan too? What the fuck? What's going on? What's up with these Vikings fans? Dean with the Eagles. Oh, they no. They got Quay Walker. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. The other linebacker. Yeah. What about Diablo as a box safety? Jamie, that's a great question. I'm gonna be honest. I think that Isaiah Polamau is going to make the roster. I think Isaiah Polamau is going to make the roster, and I think he'll play that box safety role. And the reason being is freakish athleticism for one, right? For one, that's it. But another thing is that his height for a a box safety suits extremely, extremely well to cover tight ends. Extremely well. Extremely well. Extremely well. 6'4", over 200 pounds. That is amazing to guard tight ends, right? And with him being a safety in college, that could also suit us guarding, putting him in the box and having him guard running backs, right? Now, of course, it is premature. It is pretty premature, but Isaiah Polamau possibly being able to become a box safety in the NFL, I would be all for it, right? 6'4", ran a 4.5 or a 4.4. It fits very, very, very well in order to guard safeties, shadow running backs. I'm all for it. I think another player who could end up doing that as well is Tyree Gillespie. And Tyree Gillespie was at practice today. I know that on the last head count he wasn't, but he was at practice today. Hobbs is looking much bigger this year. Well, I think that Hobbs in his presser the other day, right? They kept trying to ask him where he's going to play. And all he kept saying was wherever the coach wants me to. He didn't say that he was a corner. He didn't say that he was a safety. He said, I'm a DB. I'm a DB. Wherever the coordinator wants me to play, that's where he wants me to go. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. My guy Trent says, I love Abram, but should he go? Also love Jacobs, but figure he's gone after this year. Hate to see it, but probably makes sense. I think that Jacobs has more of a chance to stay, but I'm not too sure. Or yeah, I think Jacobs has more of a chance to stay. Abram, I think that a lot of these guys just depend on the season they have, to be honest. Hey Andy, do you think Carlson keeps his streak of never missing at Allegiant Stadium for a whole nother season? Yes, I think he does, GA, because it's pretty simple, right? If you're a kicker, if you're a punter, if you're a snapper, right, a center or a long snapper, there is absolutely no reason to have a poor game in the Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. It is real grass. It is well-kept grass, and it's a dome stadium, so you don't have to worry about weather. You don't have to worry about wind. You don't have to worry about cold, heat, nothing. You are in perfect, pristine condition to do your job week in, week out. That's why it was really disappointing to see Andre James over here snapping the ball over Derek Carr's head when he has to deal with no weather conditions. The ball isn't slippery. The ball isn't wet. The ball isn't muddy. But yet he's still fucking up the snaps. Daniel Carlson, on the other hand, is doing exactly what he should be doing in a dome stadium, in a closed stadium, which is kicking that damn football through the uprights. Simple as that. I think that Carlson does go a whole nother season without missing in our stadium. Simple. Don't sleep on Teamer. He low-key was boost last season. What the hell does that mean? I don't know what boost means, but I like Roger Teamer. I liked him ever since preseason. Him and Darius Feinlein took over the preseason, in my opinion, for the Las Vegas Raiders last year. So I was very, very happy to see that his contract was actually a 2-year deal. So I'm very, very happy. I'm just very, very happy to have him there. I think that a guy like Teamer should provide something for the Las Vegas Raiders. Teamer, Gillespie, Isaiah Polamau, Deron Harmon, all these guys should provide something good for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I'm excited for them. 3 first-round picks gone in 4 years. That's rough, but I guess we're used to it. Hopefully that feels like it should have loved this offseason. Exactly. But look, it's more than that. I think Ruggs, Arnett, those are just 2 alone. We're probably going to lose the entire 2019 draft class. So that'll be what, 5 in 4 years? Yeah, shit. That's crazy. That's insane. Hey, but look, there's no first round pick that we could have lost this year. I'm all for it. We just can't pay him. That's really all it comes down to, Anthony. We didn't talk about this so many times. That's really just all it comes down to. Alex says, who drops more double teams? Adams, Waller, or Renfro? Well, I think that it has to be Adams. It has to be Adams because, for one, the resume speaks for itself. That's obvious, right? But at the same time, if you if you do one thing right, there's it's pretty interesting, right? You look at Devontae Adams and his production; he's going to produce regardless, right? He took over. He took over the Ravens game when he had a triple team the entire game, and he finished off that game with over 100 yards, and I think he also had a touchdown. But it has to be the guy on the outside, and the reason why is because when you're on the outside, you have that so-called extra defender next to you. It's called the sideline. So when you look at that, right, it'll be easier to try and double team or bracket a guy on the outside, whether two guys on the inside. Because if you try to double team or bracket Waller, it's gonna be one-on-one matchups with Renfro, one-on-one matchups, or it'll be a one-on-one matchup with a safety over the top of Devontae Adams. And this is the thing: who draws more double teams at the end of the day? It'll probably be Devontae. But it's like, man, you can't afford to really double team anybody because then you're just going to leave two other matchup nightmares one on one. Extremely interesting, man. Like we're gonna cause so many matchup nightmares. It's going to be insane, man. First time watching, shout out to Lady Raider 559. Appreciate you. If it's your first time, then hit that subscribe button. Don't be a stranger. Come back and join the fam. What about Tyron Johnson? He's on the roster. He's a speed demon. 4.34 40 time. Give him a chance. I'd love for him to stay. I think he was on special teams. He punched the ball out last year against the Chargers. I'm all for it, man. I think that Tyron Johnson could be that speedster that we need. Shout out to Roe. Yeah, Roe. That is crazy, man. Losing almost about to lose 5 first round picks in 5 years. That's insane. That's insane. Was good, Andy. Was good, Bugsy. Salute. Salute to my brother Raider Dangerfield in the building. McFadden, McLean, Hayward Bay. I forget the Houston corner. It doesn't stop. Oh, Garyon Conley. Les Snead figured out support, bro. Bro, we didn't fucked up in the in the past for real. We didn't fucked up for real. There you go. Welcome, Lady Raider. Facts, Yoshi. Merrick got strong safety. Abrams have free safety. Divine Diablo in the box. Um, it would have to be the Merrick got strong safety just makes no sense. But at the same time, it truly doesn't really matter in Patrick Graham's system. Merrick is a free safety, but yeah, you could interchange those and it'd be just fine. But I don't know. I don't know if the Diablo ends up being. If you guys want to say a box safety, I think Divine Diablo it'll just end up being a linebacker. But in terms of Abram, been very interesting, what's been very interesting is with Jonathan Abram has been reported the last 2 days out of camp that he's been playing as a 2 high safety set with Trayvon Merrick. Ain't that something? Patrick Graham has Jonathan Abram in a 2 high safety set. 2 high safety set, yes. Back in coverage, deep in coverage. I don't know. I don't know. This could be a recipe for wild success or a recipe for disaster. I really don't know. That's crazy. Abrams has been practicing at 2 high safety. That's crazy. That might work for him. Bro, I hope whatever they're doing works for him because I had such high hopes for Abram. It's fucking insane. But hey man, if Patrick Graham thinks that's where he belongs, then I'ma shut up. 100 people in here listening to the GOAT, not hitting the like. Come on. We got 180 you guys, man. Hit that like button, man. Please hit that like button. And like I was saying earlier, with now that we got 180 you guys in here, like I was saying earlier, man, we dropped the membership. If you want some John Madden emojis, some Al Davis emojis, kind of like this one, but not really. Some Devontae Adams emojis, some Renfro emojis, man. All of them boys. Join the membership, man. Facts. Andy, you think Gillespie will help out the tight ends this year? Help out against tight ends is what I think you might have been mentioning to say that. I think that Gillespie and Isaiah Polamau may be the two guys that can really, really, really help against tight ends. Gillespie, in my opinion, when we drafted him, I thought that he was going to be the Desmond King for you know Gus Bradley's defense. I thought that he was going to be that kind of Swiss Army knife for Gus Bradley, but it just didn't happen with Gus Bradley, right? It just didn't happen at the end of the day. It didn't work out for him. But clean slate. Tyree Gillespie gets a new opportunity, new chance to show what he has, right? And with Chris Ash, with Jason Simmons holding down the defensive back room, I hope that Tyree Gillespie can end up being a guy that we can look at a few years down the line and be like, damn, that dude helped us win a game against the Chiefs because of what he did against Travis Kelce. Or I want to look at a guy like Isaiah Pola-Mao and be like, damn, do you see what he did against the Chargers tight end? I'm glad that we got him, right? I want to see one of these developmental safeties in a few years' time and look back and be like, holy shit, that was a good pickup because this motherfucker helped us win a few games. Isaiah Pola-Mao starting. Pola-Mao's our Nate Hobbs this year. Came out of nowhere. Okay. I'd be intrigued if that happened, right? But it all started with a hell of a preseason for Nate Hobbs, right? This Nate Hobbs shit, the Nate Hobbs thing, he balled out in preseason. A forced fumble, sack, interception. He did everything in preseason, right? So if Isaiah Pola-Mao can become this year's Nate Hobbs, I'd be very, very happy, right? But he is going to have to ball out in preseason in order to get that look. Shout out to my guy Q. He says, Abram actually played too high safety at Mississippi State, and he was decent. Go look at his first game, his rookie year, when it was him and KJ. He could play the two deep safety and too high. He can, Q. You're not lying. But with the weight that Gus Bradley made him put on last year, I'm not too sure if he'll be that comfortable still playing that too high safety set. Because remember, in his first year, right? Obviously, he missed the first year. But then when PG was the coordinator, right? Or when PG got fired and Gus Bradley got brought in last year, Gus Bradley made him put on weight, and he put on, I think it was like 12 pounds. And I think that maybe last year some would say that it was one of his worst years in coverage, right? With the New York Giants game, with the second Chiefs game where he got mossed by a running back. So Q, I think that he definitely can if he slims back down, but I don't know how much he'll have to slim back down. I think it was 12 pounds that he put on since last offseason. So we'll really have to see what happens with his whole situation. Does Derek Carr having so many OCs help or hurt on picking up the new offense? Look, Alex, at the end of the day, DC's an incredibly smart player. So picking up the new offense is just going to be natural. Yes, going through this so many times does help him. He's a professional. He knows what it's like to have to learn a new playbook. He's done it 5 times, right? He's done it a bunch of fucking times. But I think where it really, really helps is with Stidham, right? With Stidham being on the roster now, the quarterback that we traded for from the New England Patriots, with Jarrett Stidham being on the roster, it's not just going to help the quarterbacks, but once it helps the quarterbacks, those guys can now be the leaders and be like, okay, this is how McDaniels wants it, right? How do they know? Because, Stidham played in this offense for 2-3 years, right? So I think that Stidham will make the transition very, very easy for Derek Carr, for Nick Mullins, and all these guys, right? But for the backup quarterbacks, they're gonna be used to it anyways, right? Going from team to team each year. Shout out to my guy Original Raider 72. What up, Andy? I heard Hondo Carpenter coaches saying some guys were undercoached and not out in a position to win. Well, that's clear. Original 72. That's clear as day. When did we see Paul Gunther put our guys in a position to succeed? When? Never. That's clear. That's clear as fucking day. Like, absolutely. Now, there's a few things, right? With Jonathan Abram being in a too high safety set in practice, with Cleveland Ferrell today seen playing 100% of his practice snaps at outside linebacker. There's a few players that maybe have been played out of position, and then there's a few players that are now in a position that is questionable, right? So we'll see. We'll see. We're going 18-0. Hey, we're going 20-0, my brother. 20-0. Um, I loved Abram. No homo. I'm sick of the 100+ passer rating he gives up when he's targeted in coverage. I'm sick of the TDs he gets smoked for. I can't even blame you. I cannot even blame you. If Diablo doesn't start, who will be our starting linebackers? I mean, it would probably be Denzel Perryman and Jayon Brown. Those would probably be the guys. Graham is already scheming a plan to stop Kelsey. He has owned us, and it stops now. Facts. Sidham was brought in as a player coach, I think, to help the guys learn the new system. Of course. Just like last year when we had a veteran on each level of the defense, right? We brought in Yannick Ngakoue to help with the transition for the defensive lineman. We brought in KJ Wright to help for the transition of the linebackers. We brought in Casey Hayward to help the transition of the secondary. So I think that with this Patrick Graham stuff, I mean, it's not that hard, right? Because you brought in a few guys, right? You brought in Bilal Nichols, who's been in the 3-4. You brought in Jayon Brown, who's, I mean, he hasn't. I don't know what they run in Tennessee. I think Tennessee runs a 4-3, but you brought in Kenny Young, who's been in a 3-4. And then you bring in Deron Harmon, who's been in a 3-4. He's been with the Patriots scheme his whole career almost. So you have guys that are going to help. And then on the offensive side of the ball, Jarrett Stidham goes a long way. He helps a lot. Graham has Klee officially at outside linebacker, taking 100% of his snaps as the outside linebacker. Yep, that was the report earlier today. Tennessee's a 3-4, so there you go. There you go, Q. So Jayon Brown was brought in. He's been in a scheme like this. So we'll see. But seeing Cleveland Furrow taking 100% of practice snaps at outside linebacker is insane. That's crazy. Tennessee is 3-4. There you go. Y'all think we give Abrams more crap because he wears 24? I don't think we give him more crap for it, but I definitely think that it's more noticeable because of the legendary number that he's wearing. I think that it's also easier to cherry pick problems with Abram because of it. But at the end of the day, he knew exactly what was coming with that number, right? He didn't just get that number. He didn't get assigned that number. He was asked if he was willing to put that number on. And he said yes. So, you got to prove it. Jayon is a 3-4 linebacker, graded as one of the highest coverage linebackers in the entire league. He will play a lot for Patrick Graham. No, for sure. But the thing is that when that year, when he was graded as one of the highest coverage linebackers in the NFL, he wasn't playing as an interior linebacker in the 3-4. He was playing that will. He was playing that weak side linebacker in the 3-4, which is what I think that Patrick Graham will make him do again, right? In the 3-4, I think your two outside linebackers is going to be Jayon Brown and Chandler Jones. Your two interior linebackers that end up being Divine Diablo and Denzel Perryman. And then your defense line on the interior is going to be Max Crosby, Neil Farrell, and Bilal Nichols. So then your pass rushers is Chandler, Bilal Nichols, Neil Farrell, and Max. And then your linebacker shell is going to be Jayon Brown, Denzel Perryman, and Divine Diablo. That's how it'll be. Let's see. Salute Ray. Shout out to my brother Ray in the building. Abram did a good job in the run game last year. Check out the Washington game, knocking paint off of helmets. He did a phenomenal job against Washington. Then he backed it up with another great performance against Cleveland, and then he got hurt. But he was played a lot inside the box against those two teams, and he showed his value. Right? But it's kind of tough with his situation, man. 2-4 needs to be retired or earned like a yes. I agree. Only two options, man. Only two options. It's not that a coach asks if you want to wear it. It's that you earn that number. Facts, bro. Or retire it. Simple as that. Do you think we will just take care of our guys or go out and try and sign anyone? Honestly, for how quiet we've been after getting this much money, I really think that we're trying to work hard on contracts for these for our homegrown talent. I really think that we're probably just trying to go all in, get Renfro happy, get Waller happy, and then if there's any money left over, we're gonna try and bargain and get a nice veteran to help out this roster. That's how I think it'll play out, Jameer. But I think that really we're gonna try and get our homegrown talent happy first, because that's really just been the trend, right? They came in, extended Max. They came in, extended DC, traded for Devontae, gave him a new deal, a whole lot of shit. So I think that we're gonna try and get our homegrown talent in. Willie Brown, Charles Woodson. Fuck, bro. Even Marshawn Lynch wore the 24, and he was just fine, man. Like, I just want to fucking win, bro. Red Nation for life. Facts, loco. That's come on. Abrams hits dude so hard he hurts himself. that's a what is it? A blessing and a curse. Redders don't retire numbers. I know, man, but something about that 2-4, bro. Something about that 2-4. We give him more crap because we see so much wasted talent. I think that's part of it too, man. I think that's part of it too. Let's see. Raider Ray says Nate Hobbs, in my opinion, is going to emerge as the number one and not necessarily at nickel. He has great size and length. I could see him playing inside and outside in this scheme. Could be huge for this team. It could happen, right? It could happen, Raider Ray. I mean, like I was saying at his presser, he said that his position was defensive back, not cornerback, defensive back. So he literally said that he is going to play wherever the coach decides him to. Simple as that. Let's see. The key signing is Waller and Renfro first and foremost. I agree. It has to be done. If we can get Renfro and Waller on long-term deals, that's the big win for sure. For sure. Ultimately, let me ask you guys this then. Would you rather prioritize a deal with Waller and Renfro, getting these guys extended, or trying to prioritize bringing in Ndamukong Suh or Darrell Williams? What would you guys rather? Would you rather continue the trend of making our homegrown talent happy, or try and go out and get a new face that could maybe help this team win more games? Like, what do you think? What do you think? And when I mean win more games this year, right? Because if you lock in Renfro and Waller for a new contract, they're going to help this team win for many more years. So what do you got? What would you guys prioritize? What would you guys prioritize? You think Hobbs will turn out to be like the Woodson cornerback / safety? He, man, that's a big fucking burden. That's hard to say, Jorge. That's really hard to say. Renfro and Waller, Renfro and Suh. So he's saying prioritize Renfro, put Waller on the back burner, and get Ndamukong Suh. I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. Extend our boys. I agree. Pay them. I appreciate all of you. Your family, to me, sub to my brother Andy. Love the work. Red and Ray. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. Waller and Renfro first, then offer Suh what's left of the back. Hey, I'm all for that, GA. I see Hobbs playing everywhere but outside. Even though he's too valuable and talented on the inside. Bro, he is one of the best. No. Let me shut up. He is the best run defending slot corner in the NFL. He is the best. He hits, like, he comes downhill like a fucking linebacker when it's a run play, bro. It's beautiful to see. It is beautiful to see. Sign one and get someone in free agency. Okay, a little bit of mix and match. I'm with that. Extend homegrown talent for sure. I'm with that. Look, like I was saying, bro, I'm pretty sure that there's no Ravens fans that would rebuttal this. Waller is our homegrown talent. He wasn't drafted to us, but he is our homegrown talent. I don't give a fuck. Pay Hunter and Waller. Okay, Waller and Renfro. I think we take care of Renfro now, Waller next year, and get Williams. Okay. Hey, Andy, I think Waller signing should come first before the tight end market gets totally reset. What do you think? I think the tight end market is already totally reset. You got guys like David and Njoku getting $14 million. It's completely reset. It's completely reset. for sure. Extensions take a while. It wouldn't be hard to grab Sue for 6. If you can grab Sue for 6 million, sign me up. Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Still in the Sonic drive-thru, playing with my Uber money, shaking my head. What the fuck? Damn, Joey, just fuck that order. You might as well dip. I hope you turned off your car and hella shit, because that gas still running even when the car's not moving. Sue would look good in the silver and black though. Pause, but yes, man. Both need to get extended. Stop flirting with Sue. Anthony, bruh. Let a motherfucker dream. Let a motherfucker dream. Homegrown is the best. Forget the rest. Ooh. Justin even added a couple of rhymes in there. There you go. Let's see. But does Mark have all the cash we're trying to spend? I think he does, bro. I think he does. Cause I think, I mean, look, I think it was what Vinny was like, oh, the Raiders are gonna get $20 more million in cap space very soon, but who's to say that Mark Davis has all that cash spending money? Get the fuck out of here. Like, if we got that money to spend, Mark Davis is willing to make this roster better. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says at all. Too deep in it, bro. Pause. Gotta finish. Pause. Come on, man. Waller wants a bag. Does he not deserve it to an extent, right? Does he not deserve it? Hunter, when extended, won't affect this year's cap. It will kick in the 2023 season. Waller will be the only contract to use some of that $25 million. Go get Sue. Extend Renfro. Pay raise. Waller. Get it done. Look, Raider Ray. Usually, if this was still Gruden and Mike Mayock, the money wouldn't affect this year's cap. But from what I've seen, outside of Devontae Adams' contract, from what I've seen, we have given, in terms of extensions, we have given more money up front. So what we did with Max, right? We could have saved $3-point-something million. But instead, we boosted up his cap hit this year from $3 million to, I think, 6.5. So what we did is that we gave him $3.5 more million onto this year's contract. So his annual cap space, his annual average salary a year goes down. And in my opinion, I really, really like that. I actually may be more of a fan of that idea for the simple fact that you're giving them more money this year, but we may not necessarily need them more money this year, right? You're giving them more money now so that later all you have to worry about is getting the guarantees out the way. But guess what? The cap hit instead of 20 million a year is 18. So, it helps a little bit, but it still helps, right? I'd rather the cap hit be 18 than 20 at the end of the day. Shout out to my brother GA in the building. Shout out to my brother GA, not in the building, but with the super. Like I said, watch very, very soon when you guys send the super chats, we're gonna get the alerts. Oh shit, why can't I pull it up? What the fuck? I can only read it. A Pro Bowl level nose guard between Crosby and Jones boosts the linebacker and secondary with more bad passes and QB decisions and shut down the run. Exactly. I agree to the max. There we go. There it is. But I agree 100%. 100%. Has Vinny B seen the bed? Come on, man. Facts. I don't like dog. John Beck, yes, sir. Let's see. I like the idea of signing Anthony Barr to a 1-year contract. You know what, Yoshi? That is a sneaky player. Like, the dude is, first of all, he's massive. Pause. He's like 6'4", 6'5". He's a linebacker. Tons of athleticism. Just hasn't been able to stay healthy in his short career. Well, no, he's been in the league for a while. But Anthony Barr, I would absolutely welcome that. 100%. Hey, Andy, Emmanuel Sanders or Will Fuller? For this offense, I would take For this offense, I will take Emmanuel Sanders. Um, Possession receiver, I feel like Will Fuller, I don't know. I feel like we got that speedster with Tyron Johnson. I feel like we have that field stretcher. If Tyron Johnson is given the opportunity, we have our field stretcher on the roster. So I would take Emmanuel Sanders. He'll be fucking fifth option, but with the way he plays the game, man, he could still make some plays. He could still make some plays. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, Anthony, though. I'm gonna be honest, Anthony. Vontez Perfect was balling. Vontez Perfect was balling. He was balling though. I'm gonna be so real, bro. Go get Anthony Barr. Hey, I'll be with it. I would love to see them stay patient with the 25 million and attack the market post training camp when the market gets another wave of players. Not to mention trade deadlines. Raiders have options. The trade deadline doesn't happen until like week 6 of the season. So we have a while for the trade deadline. We have a while for the trade deadline. Like, bro, he was balling though. Andre, he was balling. Like, I'm gonna be so real. Let's see. Hey Andy, Alzado or Howie Long to shore up the defense. Give me Howie, man. Give me Howie. Van City, you speak the truth. What my brother Van City says, where's Gruden? He spent $15 million on Sue, bro. Gruden would do some dumb shit. Gruden would do some dumb shit for sure. Hey Andy, Xavier Rhodes or Kevin King? Rhodes close or Kevin King? Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't know if there's any Packers fans in here, but I feel like they were giving Kevin King too much. Like they were killing him too much. They were killing him way too much. I think Kevin King's a good player. Now the thing is that with Rhodes close, Xavier Rhodes, he got that playmaker to him, right? Even at his age, he could still be worth 2 interceptions in a big play, right? I would take Kevin King though. I would take Kevin King. I think overall for depth, I would take him. I would take him because I don't know. Yeah, I would take Kevin King for sure. How about move Diablo back to safety? Nah, fam. I'm good. I'm good off that. I'm good off that. Keep him at linebacker. Manuel Sanders has speed and has no drop issues, but he can still win deep. Will Fuller can beat almost everyone off the line of scrimmage, but has drop issues. I would take Sanders. Not only that, AJ, is that we don't need a slot. I think Will Fuller. I mean, with Will Fuller working primarily out of the slot, I would take Sanders just for that. Just the fact that he's an outside guy. Hey Andy, Dox is wide receiver or Stu next to 25. Dox or Stu at wide receiver? Look, man, I'm gonna be honest. I seen Graf run some routes out there in Vegas. Shit was trash. No, I'm playing. I'll take Graf. I'll take Graf. Will Fuller is durable as a peanut brittle. Look, not only that, bro, that man got caught with some of Waste's HGH, man. Come on, man. BBQ says was good, got on a little late, but supporting the Raider Nation till casket. Facts. Facts. And thank you for pulling up. And each time this man comments and I pull his comment up, I look at his profile picture. I'm like, damn, bro, that shit looks good, bro. Will Fuller can't play for a whole season either. Yeah, that's true. Egalitarian says, what's up, Andy? What's good with you, my brother? Shout out to Andy. Hey, it was crazy on the chat on the press conference. Lots of hate, people against dogs, but that speaks well about you all must be doing things the right way. It was crazy on the press conference chat. Oh, bro, man, I was so confused. I was like, what are you talking about, bro? Hey, man, you're not doing it right if you don't got haters, bro. Like that shit that's nothing, bro. Shout out to Rod in the building. Come on. Come on, man. Will Fuller needs to stay off the juice. Was good, Andy. Was good. Derek Vehicle was popping. Washington King DBs are always tight. Yeah, I would take Kevin King, man. I'll take Kevin King. Wanted to cut some bitches on that chat. Yo, it's bro. I like barely tuned in because I was like an hour late to that. I think I had barely tuned in when Hobbs was speaking, so I was hella late. But when I looked at the chat, I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on in here, yo?" But I mean, I don't really care, bro. Chat can say what they want. What's good, Andy? What's good, James Moore? How you doing? Bunch of weirdos. Hey, I don't care. That shit was funny though. That shit was hella funny. Like, look. I'm gonna be honest, Rod. I don't take nothing about this shit personal at all. Like at all. So it is what it is. That's why I took that shit as comedy, as entertainment. Oh shit. Let's see. I say forget about wide receivers at this point. We have other holes that need to be filled. I agree. For sure. For sure. I think that corner and defensive tackle is the two spots that we should worry about. Not worry about. I shouldn't say it like that. I think that depth at corner, and if you can get Sue at defensive tackle, do it. But I know that Anthony's about to come up in here saying, stop talking about. So you know what, Anthony? I'm gonna talk about him, man. What's up, Andy? Shots from Bakersfield. Shots to Bakersfield, man. Bro, I remember one time I was out there. It was hot as fuck. I was a little kid, man. It was super hot. Bro, my dumb ass fell in the pool and almost drowned. I was like 8 years old, bro. Bakersfield, hot as hell, man. Shout out to Rose. A salute to you, Andy. Always on point, best breakdowns, and always keeping it trill. Thank you. Bro. We're hoping, or I'm hoping, to get this Divine Diablo. I don't want to go through like a whole game of Divine Diablo, but I really want to make sure that I get plays where I'm showing his his greatness flashing. You feel me? So I want to get that all done, and I want to try and get it done by tomorrow, but I think it may be closer to Sunday or Monday, Sunday or Monday. But Diablo and that breakdown should be very, very soon. Which game do you think we're projected to lose but don't? Los Angeles Rams. Alex, we pull off a big upset victory every single year. Every single year. Last year we had a couple. But mine for this year is the Los Angeles Rams. That's my big upset of the season. I'm gonna keep it that way, man. I'm gonna keep it that way, bro. I'm being so real, man. The Los Angeles Rams in week 14? They're going down, bro. They're going down. Do we have any film of Diablo playing safety? I don't think in the NFL we do. Shout out to my brother Digital Prez in the building. Shout out to my guy. My guy was popping. We get 2 home games in LA this season. Bro, we get... So what's that? A total of 10 home games? 10 home games in a 17-game season? We chilling, bro. Chilling. Or 11. Is that 11? 11 home games? But look, we start off the season back-to-back home games. We start off the season in LA, and then after LA, we home opener in Vegas. 10 of them, Rod. 10 of them. Yo, Andy, the best little youngster with the knowledge. Appreciate you, Jorge. For real. Appreciate you. People hit on Dodge because he don't like Carr. Bro, where the fuck do people get the narrative that he doesn't like Carr, bro? The motherfucker, if look, and I'm speaking for Graf right now. If you don't like a player for a game because he's doing trash, bro, we all get fucking pissed every game. He got the right to say the motherfucker is trash. Now, if he has a great game the next game and he's still hating, then that's a problem. But when has Graf ever done that? Never. Never. Motherfucker. That Graf don't hate fucking Carr, bro. Like, oh man, motherfuckers can hate whatever the fuck they want. They're weird. They're weird. Um, yeah, facts. Facts digest. Looking forward to Nashville. Okay, look, LV. It's looking like everybody's going to this goddamn game. It's looking like every fucking Raider fan is going to New Orleans, to Jacksonville, or to Tennessee. I might have to go to Tennessee, man. Might have to go to that one. No London, no Mexico City. I'm kind of glad we don't have those London games, bro. I'm gonna be so honest. I did not like being stressed out at 7 in the morning, bro. No, fuck that. I'm happy we don't have that game. Um, it is what it is. Blackout in Nashville. That's the plan, Patriot. Is that the plan? Oh shit. LA has two teams. What? LA has two teams. And Raiders run LA. Facts. Who's the other team? Who's the other team that LA has? Never mind, never mind. I had a little stupid moment. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Damn, blackout in Nashville. Look, y'all. Before I go, let me know your guys's away games that you're going to. Away games that you're going to. Away games that you're going to or planning on going to. And while you guys are typing that out in the chat, I just gotta say it one more time. The membership for the channel is now live. So if you guys want access to Al Davis emojis, John Madden emojis, Devontae, Renfro, Waller, Jacobs, DC emojis, join the membership, man. There's two different styles, man. The only difference between the second membership tier is that before I go live, and sometime or yeah, I'll try and give you guys two options on thumbnails, and I'll let you guys choose which thumbnail I go with, or I'll let you guys vote and choose on I'll let you guys vote and choose on either breakdowns and shit like that. So you guys will see your guys' votes and stuff like that end up on the channel quite a bit. So if you want to become a member, you can. I think you just have to go to my channel and then scroll next to the community tab, and there should be the membership tab. So join if you want to. Fresno is 91 hot. Oh man. I'm not a big fan of the heat, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'd rather it be cold. I'd rather it be cold. So let's see. How you doing, brother? Shout out to the autumn win. I'm doing great. How are you? Chargers, Rams, so both LA games. That's what I was thinking too, Jorge. Seattle. So look, my two, I'm not counting LA as away games. I think I'm gonna be out there for one of them. Seattle and Tennessee, bro. Those are the two. Those are the two. Those are the two that I really been looking at. I'm moving to Knoxville next month, bro. So definitely going to the Tennessee game, bro. Fucking Tennessee is lit. What the fuck? Joey, Greg, Miz, LV. Oh my god, everybody's going out there, bro. Nashville section 310 and pull up. Oh my god, that might be the move. That might be the move, man. That might be the move. Gonna finish my night shift in 10 minutes. Hey, man. Thank God you'll finish in 10 minutes, bro. I'm glad. Hopefully your weekend starts in 10 minutes, because mine don't start until after tomorrow. But, we're going to be 103, 104 in Vegas next week. Much love from Germany. Damn. Germany. I wish I knew how to say something in German. Nah, I only know y'all. I only know the soccer players out there. I only know that. Germany. 103? Fuck out of here. You have to work all weekend? Oh, brother. I got to work tomorrow. Thankfully, not Sunday, but, it is what it is. Lo, what's so good about the Titans game? I don't know, but everybody and their mom is going out there, so I might have to. Raider Nation's all over the world. That's a fact, Rod. That's a fact. Raider Gabe is in the building. Shout out to my brother Gabe. What is popping, my brother? What is popping? If you guys haven't, go subscribe to my dog right here. Exactly how you see it on the screen. Raider Gabe, man. Go sub to him, man. Go sub to him. And why you at it? It's up to me too, man. I don't know what that means, Jorge, so I'm not gonna say it. Autumn Win, let me know what he just said. Let me know what he just said. Night shift done at 2 a.m. Fuck. 2 a.m. West Coast or 2 a.m. over there, East Coast? Because you might not be done that, and it might not be that long. It's a drink. Oh, okay. Okay. LA Lambs, Shieldmore reunion tailgate week. Y'all hear that? Somebody out there balling. Hey. I mean, somebody out there slapping. Oh my God. It's a drink. Yeah, I don't drink. Fuck it. Fuck it. But listen, you guys, we've been on here for over an hour 15 minutes. Thank you for all you guys who pulled up. We had almost 200. I think we reached 200 of you guys for a little bit in here. Oh, I have heard of that. I heard of that. I don't know if that's the same thing that y'all was just saying. But look, we've been on here for over an hour, man. I thank every single one of you guys who pulled up. Greatly appreciated. And like I said, man, as always, I want you guys to have a blessed day. Please stay safe. And I love you guys. And on your way out, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Comment in the comment section down below. I keep ignoring you. What happened, Chocolate? My brother Chocolate City, where you at? LA Lambs. I read that. Come on, man. I read that, man. I read that. But yeah, like I always say, man, I hope you guys stay blessed. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And like I said, on your way out, sub, like, comment, all that good stuff. And yeah, like I said, memberships is now live. Shout out to Kyle for becoming the first member of the channel. Memberships is now live. We got emojis, all kind of stuff for you guys to enjoy in the chat. And look, man, I love you guys. Stay safe. Have a blessed night. And enjoy this fire ass outro from my brother Digital Prez, man. I'm out, you guys. Peace.
Welcome to the Death Star.